All right, and we are ready to go. So without further ado, let's head over to Monsters Inc. Scream Team, Any Percent No Metal Duping by Thermal Square.
Yo, what's up, guys? I am Thermal Square, and I'm really excited to be showing off this game for you all today. I am joined by my wonderful commentator, Sam. Yes, sir, that is Sam, who will be running right after me. A perfectly awesome Charbingo. But for now, we're going to be looking at this intro real quick, and I'll just explain a little bit what this category kind of is, as you might be wondering what no metal duping is. So, there's a glitch in this game that basically allows you to double up the medals you collect in the game, which are kind of the thing you need to progress in the game. So basically we're going to be scaring nerves, collecting medals, and if you die at a specific time, you'll get 2 instead of 1. So this category doesn't allow us to do that. But we are going to be doing something else that's a little more precise than metal duping, called medal skips, where we skip the cutscene where we get the medals. But we'll explain more about that when we get to there. I'm gonna have Mike.
Yeah, timer will start. Timer will start as soon as Thermal gains control of
watch Mike freak out here real quick.
orientation. Didn't I say not to run? Oh, oh. Fun fact about the voices in this game is that every single voice actor is the same as in the original film, except the voices of Mike and Sully. So, you got Bonnie Hunt is in this game, Steve Buscemi is in this game, James Coburn. But they couldn't get John Goodman or Billy Crystal.
Now, you might be wondering, is this game canon to the Monsters Inc. universe? I think the answer is technically no. But this was also before Monsters University, so make up your own headcanon as you go.
Before Monsters University was a thing, it was canon.
Alright, so
but now
I
it
will
isn't.
let you guys know when timing starts. And start. So most of the run I'm gonna be playing as Mike, because Mike has a roll ability that just outright allows him to move faster than Sully would at any point. But there are a couple levels in which I will be playing as Sully, because it is just faster as Sully for specific reasons. Yeah. Yep.
5-minute level, we still haven't found a skip for it on PC. On console, there's a small skip that skips a few sections, but fortunately on PC there is no way to skip this, and it's very long. It's the longest split in the run by quite a long way.
Yeah. The nice thing about it, for casual play, is it does give you a nice explanation of how the game works as a whole and what you have to do throughout the game. But for speedrunning, it's slow and boring.
But the music slaps.
The music does slap. So now we're going to get into the Primordial Ooze. This is the main collectible we're going to be getting in the game, in which we have to collect a certain amount to scare different colored nerves. So you can see this bottom one is a pale blue color. That will allow us to scare blue nerves like this one. And we have to just mash these buttons when we are in the scare animation. The buttons are between... It's 4 select buttons that you set in the controls. So mine are E, F, numpad 6, and spacebar. You might be wondering why such random numbers, because that's just how I have it set and where my fingers are currently placed on my keyboard. it works that way.
Yeah, thankfully you can rebind the controls on the PC version to whatever you want.
Yep.
So yeah, Scary Nerves is the main part around. You have to get 5 in each level to get the bronze medal, which is the any percent run. There's also, well, 100% is all the gold medals, so there isn't really a 100%, but
Yeah.
all gold medals is the thing. There is an all silver medals category, but it isn't an official category yet. And that category does involve medal duping, I'm almost certain.
So yeah, as you can see, the little bar on the left side, you can see the different colors. It's blue, green, yellow, orange, and then the last one will be red. You can see we got our bronze medal for scaring 5 nerves, gives us the little notification there. And we didn't get the voice line, but Mike usually says, not bad for a guy with one eye. So as Roz was going to say, and we rudely interrupted her, when you collect all the monster tokens in a level, you get the silver medal, which we will not be doing outside of orientation. There's a silver medal. And then to get the gold one will be to scare the rest of the nerves that are in the level. Which all of these ones are red ones. And as you go up the like color chart in the scare like meter, the more buttons you have to mash, the longer you have to mash. The buttons are also random, except for the blue nerve. It's always, you know, whatever interaction you have set to interact, and then spacebar. That's the only one that's the same.
Yeah, the first one and then the final scare is always the same.
Yep. Ah, okay. Well played, video game. And then I will be doing the medal skip I talked about earlier in this level to skip the gold medal. It basically skips a cutscene, the one we've seen where we get a medal and then like a doorway will usually open in a level. It is precise timing. It's like 2 or 3 frames maybe. So it's not overly difficult, but it's not easy either. And then if you get the text on the bottom that's like, congratulations, you've collected yada yada, that's a good indicator that you for sure got the medal.
Yeah, what the medal skipper does, so it skips the cutscene of getting the medal, and also skips having to exit every stage. Because after you get a medal, the cutscene of the door coming in also plays, and then what's supposed to happen is a clip from the film is supposed to play, but on the PC version that's broken, so you just get a black screen for like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And then you quit having to exit out again. So each one, say, it's about 15 seconds. But the final one in each hub saves a bit more because there's also a cutscene of unlocking a power-up. If you skip those cutscenes though, you don't unlock the power-ups.
Correct.
But we don't actually need any of them to beat this. So in total it saves about, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, no.
Quick math.
9 times 15, 90. 135 plus 1, 2, 3. 215. I'd say about 3.5 minutes.
That's a significant amount of time right there, in my opinion. For
Over,
such a short game as well.
over not going for any medals skips at all. About 3.5 minutes.
So here I'm gonna try to perform a perfectly named trick called Yep Gong.
Yep, gone.
Okay. So normally we wouldn't be allowed to be moving during that cutscene, but because we move, like we jump during one of the earlier cutscenes, and we overlapped some of the gong cutscenes, we're allowed to move during the cutscene. And get up a little higher to the nerve before cutscene ends. So Sam, do you want to talk a little bit about like exiting and re-entering levels real quick and what that does?
Yeah, so as you can see, there's all the ooze spread around each course, and you use that to fill up the meter on the left. But if you exit and then re-enter, all the ooze respawns, but the meter stays filled. So you can use the same ooze to fill up the meter again. There's a few stages where we'll be abusing that, this part being one of them, and also in ski lift in the final hub, and that one says
Iceberg is another one.
Iceberg, yeah. There is a route for Iceberg where you don't, but yeah, ski lift definitely. The route one for ski lift saves so much. There's also Sphinx as well as a route. The optimal route does a reloading.
So this is where I'm gonna exit because it also skips. You might have seen it. There's a cutscene that plays where a doorway opens. We skipped that, and then as you can see, all the ooze is now back that I had collected earlier. I believe, Sam, you did a run where you did no level re-enters, right?
Yeah, no warpless essentially. So it's a complete game, but you aren't allowed to use the pause menu at all. Some levels aren't changed that much, but a level like this is pretty significantly changed.
Alright, so we're coming up to the end of this level. We gotta make sure we kill that guy, because sometimes enemies can come up to you and hit you mid-scare, and then you have to start your scare over again. So that's just kind of a safety, like, hey, I just want to make sure that it doesn't cancel my scare animation halfway through. I've had that happen plenty of times. It's no bueno. Not really much to talk about in this level, just kind of doing our thing. So, if we have any messages or anything, donations, whatever, now would be a good time.
Well, I do have a quick notice. So I mentioned Overcooked 2 has the bid war for the chef skin. I mentioned that the green alien's way out in front and that there's a tie for second. What I didn't mention is that it's a two-player game, ergo there will be two chefs on screen, so we have to break that tie for second. So if somebody wants to get the purple alien or the grandma over the line, or maybe snipe the robot skin for that, that option is still out there.
I did hear something about fresh grandma cookies if grandma wins. That'd be wonderful.
And by the way, we do have a $10 donation from Sam who just says, Booga!
Booga booga booga. If there's one line from this game that people remember the most, it's Mike going, Booga 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 booga. There's even a whole emote dedicated to Booga. It's wonderful.
And I'm pretty sure I put that towards the Donkey Kong 64 runners perform the DK rap incentive. Gotta see that.
Oh, good.
You most certainly did.
We might be finding out who the best singer of the bunch is. Alright, so this level has a little bit of, not like glitchiness to it, but like, we're gonna be skipping over a respawn point so that we can end up basically back here by this green nerve. Let's skip it right there. Basically, if you land on that last box, it resets the respawn point if you die to this little island. So we skip over that one, so we end up back on the other island. Because we're going to go up here, as I just about missed that platform.
So that's
And basically
how
what
the
I'm going to
skip
do...
works.
Yeah, yep. And then, yeah, once we scare this one, I'm just going to go for a nice swim. Even though monsters aren't allowed, you can see I pop up in the background, and we're back here.
Very nice.
You can see the no monsters allowed swimming sign behind me.
So yeah, for the medal skip that Thermal's about to do, what would usually happen is we'd see the cutscene of unlock the item, and then also you'd go to a random race. But it skips going there as well. The only downside is that if you do watch the cutscene, afterwards it puts you outside the door to the next area. So instead we just have to walk over there, which is fine because the time save is much greater from doing the middle skip.
Yeah.
So it's fine, just losing a bit of time to having to walk all the way over.
Yep. So this level, the old route, we'd have to do a lot of like button pressing. As you can see, I pushed a button and then it gave me a pattern. We only have to do one of those now with this new route that Bamford came up with. I believe the new route saves like 10 seconds-ish over the old one.
Sounds familiar.
And that was like a year ago or so that Bam came up with that. He basically went on like a rerouting spree last year at some point. It was like, hey, I just rerouted like 3 levels. I was like, oh, sick.
And even in the last week or so, another couple of levels have had a new strat implemented.
Yeah.
So,
One of the levels was Marketplace. The one I did as Sully earlier. I guess we can now do that fully as Mike. But I haven't tested that or tried it, so I wasn't going to go for it today, as I am ill-prepared. We're going to exit after this nerve, reset the ooze. And be on our merry way.
yeah, and the reason this route is faster is because, as someone said, we only have to do one of these puzzles. And the puzzles require you to roll around on the stage, pressing all the buttons, and that's very slow. Whereas inside the Sphinx, there's 2 red nerves, so even though we have to get a bit more ooze, there are 2 nerves just there waiting for you.
Yep. I did do a little bit of a skip there. You could see the little like arrow, like Mario Kart boost arrows things on the ground. Those are one of the unlockables you unlock during one of the random races, but we are able basically just to hightail it across there and roll our way in. Because if you roll at any point before that, the door will start to close and you actually can't get in here.
Also, it's very loud in here.
Yes, the rocks are a tad loud. Oasis time. Alright, this level has a little bit of new tech. Ooh. Okay, well, I just screwed it up. I was supposed to hit the mailbox, but that's fine. I'll try to show it off on this next time. But yeah, this color puzzle is actually also random every time.
Yeah, this is the pretty much the only RNG in this entire run, is this puzzle right here.
Yeah. It's kind of like if you watched Spaghetti's Toy 2 run earlier, it's like that light puzzle at the end. It's completely random. You never know what you're gonna get. It's like a box of chocolates. Yeah, there's really not much to talk about in this level. We're just gonna be doing a lot of platforming, collecting ooze, scaring nerves.
This level's a vibe.
Yeah. Again, game, great soundtrack. Booga, 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 booga.
Booga.
Hate that jump. Alright. After this nerve, I'm gonna try to show off the new tech. Because I believe this tech was actually possible on like other versions except the PC version, but it was found to be possible now by
BAM.
Yes. So see, we can walk around now, and we got bad placement.
Dream Team is like a box of chocolates. Empty. I mean, what? I mean, what? And this game's great. It isn't the most, like, eventful speedrun ever. Like, can't lie.
Yeah.
But it's still got a whole bunch of good tech to it.
Oh yeah. A lot of good stuff to it.
And, like, it's so short as well, so it's so much more optimized as well. So actually it's quite a tough run once you get, like, down to the really top times.
Yeah.
Like
The crazy part is that Bam himself is just so good at the game that he just kind of blows everyone else out of the water. I'm currently second place for this category, and Bam is still like over a minute faster than me, and that's just shows how good he is at this game.
Right, so in this level we're going to be playing Sully because we're going to a skip called Tomb Skip. And it's only possible as Sully. If you go the attended way, you probably lose a minute and a half.
Which is way too much time. We're tombing. Oh, there we go.
Nice.
Very nice.
So, what we do there is, so place that block down and stand on it, and just by moving over it, we're trying to hit the trigger for going inside with Sully's foot. That's it.
Yeah, basically like clips us in.
I don't know why it works, but maybe it's something to do with, like, if you're on top of the box, like, it thinks you're... The bottom of the box thinks... Like, the box becomes your foot, in a way. So the bottom
You are the box.
Yeah. The box becomes... The bottom of the box becomes the sole of your foot. So it thinks the bottom of the box is... So when... You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yes. So when you...
In the wise words of Todd Howard, it just works.
When you stand on top of the pot of the box where the trigger is, you'll clip in.
Yes. Did we explain that well, chat?
Please
Let
don't
us
ask me.
know.
Please don't ask me to explain it again.
Give us a rating of 1 to Booga on how well it was explained. And if you think you could become a Scream Team speedrunner today.
This game is really easy to get into.
Yeah.
Especially
And again-
because of how short it is.
Yeah. And again, the metal skips are not required, so if you're starting out and having trouble with it, like metal skips and everything, not a problem. Like, you can do it without them if you so choose. Ah, see, I missed one.
I didn't do them for a long time and got a 36 with them, without doing them. And I think that if you fail a medal skip, like all the cutscenes of unlocking items is stored, so it's waiting to be played.
Yeah.
So if you fail a medal skip, then it'll play. Which isn't a big deal, but it does mean you get sent to the warp area of the cutscene is from.
Yep. And I'm Sully, so it's even slower. Oh, I guess. Okay, here we go. Oh. Okay. This level might be a little confusing. There's just going to be a lot going on in terms of like... Okay, can you get off the wall, Mike? going in and out. We're gonna be doing some intentional dying because it's faster than trying to actually exit these areas.
Also, just thought you
Blast nerve is down here.
just mentioned about Sully being slow. Former world record by our good friend Bakerman12 used Sully for the entire run. And that was like a 32 minute time. But then Bam just went
Holds up
insane.
pretty well today.
Bam
Yeah.
just went insane.
So yeah, every time I push that button that you saw me push earlier, that little pyramid thing changes, and it changes like the little area in there. We're gonna push it again, but this time we're not gonna go in right away because now we have enough to scare this nerve.
This is another stage where you can do it as Sully. I don't think it makes too much difference, but Mike is definitely faster. Like, Sully makes the platform a bit easier, from my own experience anyway.
Yeah, I used to do this level as Sully as well. Again, because like you said, it was easier to do the platforming. Perfect.
Nice.
On to the last island. Everyone loves a good snow level, right?
Time for Shaq. That's S-H-A-Q.
Yep. The shack we know and love.
I think it's the shortest level in the whole run, Shaq.
Yeah, it's really short. Everything is relatively close together in this level.
Also, in my opinion, Arctic overall best soundtracks in the game.
This island in general just has a lot of bops to it.
My favourite overall, though, definitely being Hot Springs. Which is actually the last level we'll be going to. Before doing the final round race. Because even though you don't have to do the Randall races, 100% you don't do any of them. But in this category, timing ends when you trigger the final cutscene, and the only way to get that cutscene is to complete the final Randall race. You don't have to win. Like, to win the race, you have to collect a certain number of tokens as well. You don't have to win the race, you just have to finish the race. I think you might have to at least beat Randall to the finish line, I don't know.
Don't tell Bam. He'll be so mad.
Monkey W.
He usually tells me just to retry the jump there. But normally to get up there, you're supposed to grab a bunch of log piles like I did and stack them on there.
Intended strats.
Yay! Alright, ski lift. This has one of the better soundtracks in my opinion. I love this soundtrack.
This is the worst level in the game.
True.
This is one level that's heavily dependent on cycles, as will Hot Springs actually, is very cycle dependent too.
Yes. It is awful.
And also fish.
Fish.
You know,
We're gonna exit and re-enter again, per usual. Whoa, jeez, just about ended up in that little fish pond there.
well, you know, the past few years have kind of been slow. Rapid Cortex didn't do it as well as we hoped, and... Fish?
Fish. Alright, so we're gonna be coming up to the part where cycles matter. I might have a little bit of an issue because I think the trampolines are spawned in. So I gotta be a little careful.
Yeah, if we'd got all of the medal skips, then the trampoline wouldn't be there. But because Thermal did fail one, we got the trampoline cutscenes, the trampoline is there.
Yep. Okay. Whew. A little closer than I wanted it to be, but, you know. I hope I have enough ooze, too. I think I do. Maybe. Alright, we're going to be doing a trick here called Mike's triple jump. Basically, you double jump, and then if you hold your second jump, Mike will flutter. And then when he's on his way down, if you just keep spamming the spacebar button, you'll get like another jump out of it. I think that's really the only time it's used as well. So it basically skips having to wait for some of the ski lifts.
And yeah, you could just stand next to the snowman and it kind of despawns. It won't attack you.
This is another level where we're gonna exit and re-enter so we can get some ooze. Basically doing the same thing over because it's the closest ooze. We position ourselves so we don't get hit by the snowman because he has a tendency to hit us with a snowball sometimes. So I like to kind of position myself a little behind this wall so he can't hit us. There's a tendency to hit us over here. We might be far enough away that he won't hit us with a snowball. Okay, we're good. Actually, I lied. I'm sorry, guys. I lied. We're going to do Mike's triple jump over here, too.
Wow. Anyway.
I'm sorry that I lied. Please forgive me. I hope you're not mad. You know, in my old age, sometimes I forget things. We're going to do another little funny thing. The snowman won't hit us here because he's just going to throw his snowballs right over top of us as we're scaring this nerve. If you just position yourself between the snowman and the nerve, you'll be fine.
Yeah. In the old route for Iceberg, we'd actually do a complete anti-clockwise loop of the stage. And to get back to the main, we just jump as far as we can at the start, fall in the water, and just respawn back over there. So yeah, death abuse.
Alright. Last level.
Hot springs.
I am going to try one new thing that Bam showed me. I got it once today. So we'll see if I... Oh, no, I don't want to exit game. That would be very bad.
This is my personal favorite music in the game.
It is good.
Sour please.
Yeah, as Sam said earlier, this level is very dependent on cycles. There's these geysers in here that we're going to be jumping into. You can see it in the background there. I don't think I'm going to make this cycle because I got hit by that creepy looking penguin thing. I had it and I jumped out of it. That's okay. Just gotta wait for another one. There'll be one more we gotta jump into a little bit. Don't want to fall in that gap because you will die. You don't want that.
Yeah, and that would be very bad.
Mm-hmm. Alright, now just to collect a bunch more ooze. Collect that. Oh, jeez. Watch out for falling icicles. Stupid penguin. Let's see if I make this cycle. Yay, we made the cycle. Oh, yeah, we made at least one cycle, so I'll take that.
Nice one.
And we're gonna exit. I'm too far away. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get the thing. We'll see if I made it. We'll see if I made it.
Old.
I'm too far away.
No.
Darn it. If you're standing right where the door is, you'll get warped out immediately, and then you'll start the Randall race.
If
I didn't do it.
Weren't quite there. If I'm remembering,
Here's the Randall race.
if I'm remembering right, Bam says it saves about 2 seconds, but if you fail it,
Yeah.
it loses quite a lot.
Yeah. Alright, so this is the final Randall race. There are 3 of them. Basically, the objective is don't die, because you'll have to start over. And normally to quote-unquote win the race, whoops, you need to, I think you have to collect 125 of these.
It gets more as the game goes on. This one might be 150, but
Yeah, I think it might tell us at the end how many.
yeah, you need. It says at the beginning, but I wasn't paying attention.
Well, chat, if you were paying attention, unlike us, let us know how many it was.
Yeah, time is coming up very shortly.
Yep. Yeah, it's once the cutscene for Randall starts playing, and he tells us he's still the champ. Which, technically, yes, but Randall's kind of a jerk. Alright, last corner. Jump over this, and time. And we're gonna quit to Scare Island. We can watch us get our bronze medal for outstanding achievement and achievement. Level 1.
I am honored to present you both with these bronze medals to commemorate your achievement. Congratulations to you both.
Yay, we did it. So that's basically the run in a nutshell. I technically only missed 1 medal skip, so I'm okay with that. I'm pretty happy with how that went. Yeah, that's Monsters Inc. There's a lot of great community members.
Can you just
stuff,
very
so-
quickly go to Urban Pursuit just so we can hear the music? It's the outro.
The which one?
Urban Pursuit. Yeah, you can play all the pursuits again. You just got to go find Randall.
And just for the fans.
There is a category,
Anyways.
separate category for all the Randall races.
Are you ready to challenge me?
There is. Alright, so that's Monsters Inc. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to run this game here at Running for Reels. I really appreciate it. Sam, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you hopping in here.
All good.
Alongside me. So, yeah, I guess, yeah, you can find me here on Twitch running a bunch of games, lots of Disney games. That's kind of what I do. I'm also going to be running the DK64 race tomorrow alongside Kiri and Spaghetti, who you saw earlier today. And, yeah, Sam is up next after me, so, yeah, you'll get excited for some Char Bingo.